This is Rockin' with Jam Man. Is with Danielle Morales. So how you doing, man?
All good. I've been good. Recently just dealing with me finding an apartment to move and stuff like that. But other than that, it's been fine. Well, how about you?
Good. Just enjoying life. Almost done with
Nice.
school. So
Oh, that's great. It's a good feeling.
yeah.
Yeah.
How's life treating you?
It's been well. I right now I'm like I said, transitioning into like moving to my own place, which is always like a scary thing to do, just like starting a university or like starting uh a new high school year. So it's like it doesn't change. It's like the same anxious thing that you feel like as if you were gonna jump in a cold pool or whatever. But it I think you just do it and that's it. And um as far as music goes, it's been well. Um just yeah, just seeing how people react to to the album that just came out and also I'm doing like a remix version of the album. Uh, this Aurora Dreams latest album, and it's gonna be all in 8-beat. So it's gonna sound very like like Pokemon music from Nintendo DS, like all the same songs with the features and everything, but now it's all like digitized, like very 8-beat music. So I think that's gonna be exciting.
So congratulations on Sharky 2.0.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, my solo release. Yeah, that's a fun song. Super short, I know, but that's I don't know. I think that's the one we like the most from that solo album I put out, Dooney Tunes. And you can see that there is a track titled Sharky. So we just made like a 2.0 version where the drums are now real drums, they're not programmed drums. So that gave it like a more of a real uh feel to it, I think. Like an upgrade.
What is oh wait, my bad. Can we even call it a single? It's like 47 seconds.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, we can call it an album for sure. So I guess uh it's a song. I'm happy that at least like music platforms are still allowing people to upload stuff that you know is like shorter than a minute. I don't even know how it made it to like Spotify and places like that, because I think they changed that. Like I think it's gotta be like a minute long minimum. So that's why you see when you listen to Dooney Tunes, my solo record, you can see that some tracks are actually just like 47 seconds or 50 seconds, but they have like I don't know, like a 10-second fade out at the end that makes up for that minute so that it's approved. It's crazy, but yeah, I know it's unusual.
What is math rock?
Um, that's that's a good question. So it has the word math in it just because there's a lot of time signature changes um, across the music, which makes it somewhat unpredictable, while at the same time sort of complex because it's a very just like any kind of music that has a lot of time signature changes, it can be a little bit hard to compose and write and make sure that all works together despite all of these changes. So but it's not that new if you think about progressive rock or like progressive music in general that also has that nature. So math rock is more of a derivative of that genre if you want to call it that, but has its own twist. Like it's still technical, it still has time signature changes, but um there are some elements that make it a bit of its own thing, but it's very much like progressive music, only that in recent days has become more of the, I don't want to say new trend, but most guitar players are intrigued by that, and I guess that's why it's somewhat more mainstream now.
When
Mhm.
you named the song Sharky, were you hoping people for who are looking for Baby Shark might type it in fast and give you some hits?
That's interesting to put it that way because I never thought of it that way. But at some point, of course, I thought about that song and I'm like, oh, I don't want to, give people the wrong idea and think that I either like that song or like I think that this is a way for me to like I don't know get it discovered because of the name. But I thought about getting this question as funny as it sounds, but no. I actually didn't expect any of it. I was just like, all right, this is Sharky 2.0, and the only people that will get the joke is the ones that listen to my album and are like, oh, this must be an upgrade. But that was about it.
You are a hard guy to research. Your website is upcoming, and your Facebook is your own personal page, and your Wikipedia is for a soccer player.
Oh, well, I didn't know about the Wikipedia page. I mean, I gotta look that up, but but yeah, I mean, there's the Aurora Dream website, which is my main project, and it has like all you want in there, like all links and stuff like that. My personal website, it's coming soon. Like you can look it up, danielweb.com, and it has this landing page that tells you that it's coming soon, and it should be ready in a month or two max, and that will have like my bio and like all the projects I worked on. But yeah, it's right now there's not much about me other than just articles about my releases. That's really all you can get. But I'm working on my Wikipedia page and the also Aurora Dreams page for Wikipedia page, sorry. So that hopefully should uh make people know that I'm not a soccer player. Yeah.
Is Aura Dream a separate project?
Yeah. It's I have two ways to release, for releasing music. I have Aurora Dream, which is my main project, and then I have just my the music that I release under my name, which is solo stuff. Yeah. And I tend to be more, I don't know how to say it, but like a little less serious about my solo stuff just because it's, you know, like there's not like an expectation from people. It's just like, oh, I like cartoons. I'm just gonna put out this record called Looney Tunes. With Aurora Dream, it's more like, oh, I have like these people that already listen to this single and they want things to level up or like have features and like make things more interesting. So I have more of a pressure there. But yeah, that's all I have for music.
I've never seen a band start a GoFundMe to go on tour. What made you think of that?
So as for the GoFundMe, well, first off, you know, I I don't have um like an actual label behind. Like it's always being independent. And I've always been a bedroom musician, really, meaning like I don't have this whole like all of this equipment to like go out and perform shows because all the money went into making the album and the production and all not just Aurora Dreams music, but also all my solo project music and the music videos and all of that. So, I reached the point where it's like, oh, I it's really hard to now also get all this gear and all these things to go out and play this live to people. But at the same time, I just didn't want to just simply ask for money with nothing in return, really. So I figured, okay, let's make some shirts and also have the the music pressed in CDs and vinyls, and also have the music uh, also sold on Bandcamp. So that way, people can get something by contributing. Of course, there's people that can also contribute without really wanting anything back. Um, but I've seen it before with some acts or independent artists, and sometimes it does go well, and people donate, but I don't know. I guess we'll have to see.
Ever plan and do something with a singer?
Um, yeah, I've thought of it. Um, because that's as risky as it may sound for an instrumental project or someone who makes instrumental music. It's it's not that risky these days. Like I keep seeing it more and more. Like instrumental people just um yeah, just like doing a single or an album with a couple of features that are actually singing. Although if I do that, I may have to tune it down a bit with the amount of guitar layers or things happening in a song, because I think I would have to leave some room for vocals. But yeah, that's definitely something I have in mind.
So is this just a single or do you have an album coming out?
Hmm. Are you talking about my solo stuff or Aurora Dream?
I'm talking about like Sharky 2.0. Is there gonna be
Oh,
more after that?
so I put out my solo album Looney Tunes, and then after that I put out this single Sharky 2.0, which is also under my name. But no, that was kind of, I don't know, like 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 a follow-up thing to the album that had just come out. Um, just because, like I said, it was my favorite track off of Looney Tunes, and then I just kind of like gave that track an upgrade, and that's why we released it under as Sharky 2.0 under my name. But as far as more personal music, more solo music under my name, ideally, yes, I would love to do that. I have some ideas, and I would like to take more of an acoustic path now, just because I don't think I have explored that realm. Um, so that could be something for an upcoming thing.
What do you
Sorry
think
about my
about
dog.
what? I'm sorry.
No, no, just sorry about my dog. I don't know if USPS or whatever. I don't know, but yeah, I hear you.
What do you think about AI? Did you hear what I said or no?
What do you think about what? That's all I said. That's what I heard.
What do you think about AI?
AI.
Yeah.
Um, man, it's a I think it's a good thing. I mean, just like anything, it has its negatives. Um, but and I know that it's gonna take away a lot of jobs. Like it's gonna be a really good thing, but also come with the bad. But I don't know. I feel like it's a it can automate things, and it can save us a lot of time um, with tasks that are kind of boring or time consuming. So in that regard, I think it's great. Just like ChatGPT or you know other AI uh, tools. As far as like AI art tools, like creating artwork, I get where the struggle comes from. Like artists being kind of in the fence with that, because it's like, oh, now this thing can make an amazing art piece, and I don't know how AI is gonna affect music or the music business, but so far I try to use it to my advantage, I guess, with, like I said, things that are time consuming, and maybe an AI app can just get that done.
Hmm. Do you plan on going on tour this year?
Well, that'll be ideal. It all depends on whether or not, I reach the goal and I get all the items that I'm gonna need. But I'm doing all I can to make that happen. And at the very least, if I can't make that happen this year, at least I would like to um just at least play shows around Florida, which is where I'm at, and like, yeah, just network with the scene that we have here. and that way, it's a good head start, maybe.
What do you think about ticket prices getting super high for a lot of bands?
About what? Sorry.
What do you think about ticket prices getting super high for a lot of bands?
Oh, I mean, it's unfortunate, I think. Um, there are a lot of unfortunate things in this business that are just hard to deal with. Um, but that's one of them, and it's I hope that changes because
Mhm.
yeah, like what people don't realize is that whether you're in a label band or independent, there's so much that you have to do on your own and deal with and pay, and that, yeah, just making our lives a bit easier can make a whole difference.
Sorry, man. I just my dog was barking really loud. Sorry about that. My bad.
No, it's all good.
What's life like for you on the road?
Well, right now it's not like I've had tours, uh but I've drove I mean I have gone to a few places, and it hasn't been hard. Like I have my, I don't I the few times that I played, I only use backing tracks, and I have like my guitar, and I don't have like a drummer. It's been a very easy setup, so I don't have to carry that much stuff around. It's been easy. Mhm.
What's the best venue you've ever played?
Um, I think a um there's this place that um well, it was called the Fish House in Miami, and it was a great place for bands to perform because it was like a restaurant, but it had like a venue next to it, and the sound was great. It was very indoors. And I don't know, I felt like I had control over my sound, and what I would play in my room, it would sound the exact same in that venue. So that gave me confidence, and I think my performance was really good. That's the one that I can think of.
And and what's the worst?
Well, I think the worst was back in high school, man. Like when I first started, we all have these like talent shows in high school where you can perform or do whatever. And I remember the sound was terrible. People were not into heavy music at all or guitar music even. And the sound was terrible. People were already like predisposed, like they were ready to just make me feel bad even before I played. And they only gave me like a minute to perform also. So like that also tells you a lot. But yeah, that's it's the worst. I still did it though, but yeah.
Do you have a ritual before you go on stage?
Um well, I have this like guitar exercise that I do just to like, I guess, exercise my hands, my fingers, get them ready before a show. And that's been helpful because I do a lot of tapping, as you can see, or as yeah, I don't know if you've noticed with the videos, but it's it's helpful. So that's what I do. That helps a lot uh, to feel more relaxed. Although I still get anxious sometimes when I perform, but still working on that.
What is your favorite memory from playing a show?
Um, I think my favorite memory so far is playing a show, and then um for the first time getting people approaching me because they recognize the song, which I know it's like a very expected thing if you have a project, but it didn't like it wasn't like that for a lot of years. So for the first time getting people like telling me, "Oh, I'm glad you played this song or that song," and I also heard this, and I also heard that you're working on this. It's like, oh, you didn't only just brush your teeth and came all the way here with your girlfriend, but you also know about this stuff that I do. That's crazy to me. It's like, and again, it might sound very expected, but it's for me it's new at least.
What is your worst memory from playing a show?
Um, I think just like general um audio issues and or like getting to the venue and like what you were promised isn't there or like it's there but it doesn't work or works halfway. It's like your anxiety levels go up so much because at that point you're like, oh, I barely have time to set this up and I also can't rely on this year that they're giving me, and that I hate. It's really hard.
How do my followers follow you?
um how many followers I have, you're asking?
No, how do my followers follow you?
Oh, well, they can find me. Uh, well, if we're talking about Instagram, they can find me at Aurora Dream Official. Um, and there, once they go there, you can see my personal Instagram if you want to follow that as well. And yeah, my if you look me up on Spotify, like as Daniel Morales, my music should come up. And also if you look up Aurora Dream, that also should come up.
Do you have any merch?
Yeah, I have some Aurora Dream shirts right now. They're being sold on Amazon, and you can go to Aurora Dream's website, which is auroradreammusic.com, and then you go to the merch section, and it should take you right there if you want to get one and support the project.
Could you hook your boy up with some fresh gear?
What?
Could you hook your boy up with some fresh gear?
Um, if I hooked what? Sorry.
If you could hook your boy up with some fresh gear,
Um, sorry, I can't really understand the question. If I can help with gear?
if you could hook your boy up with some fresh gear,
Oh, dude. Um, what do you play?
what do you mean? What do I play?
Oh, I thought you were asking about me hooking you up with like gear.
Yeah, like merch, like your merch.
Oh, yeah, man, absolutely. I have from size S to XXL, so you know, whatever you want. It's all good.
All right, fun question time. You're on death row and it's time for your final meal. What's on the menu?
Well, I think probably uh some risotto. I like it. It's great. It's like fancy mac and cheese.
If you could have any superpower, what would you choose?
Um, I think uh, I don't know. I think um I'd like to be able to move through time. I think that'll be nice.
Okay, let's say you could choose any song ever written by any band and you can change that song to where you were the one who wrote it and it was your song. What song would it be and why?
Hmm. I think there's so many, but probably The Count of Tuscany by Dream Theater, just because it's my favorite song ever, and it's so long. It's like 15 minutes or like 17 minutes. I don't remember, but such a great song. It's crazy to think about how such thing was made.
Well, thank you for being on my show. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, man, and you have a nice night.
Thanks, man. Likewise. Do you know when this goes up on YouTube or
Maybe in like a few days, 2 days.
all right, well, um, I'll be, you know, looking forward to that and thanks again for having me.
It's been my pleasure. Have a
All
nice
right.
night.
You too, man. Bye.